What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Free to Play Chrono. I'm not sure how I'm going to title this. I feel like there is definitely a title that exists somewhere, but it's been a while since we've been on this character. So I'm going to be doing updates and these videos a bit differently now. So in the past, you guys have seen just update videos of kind of where we're at, what we've done, where our gear is, so on and so forth. Not much has really changed on Free to Play. He's got, he's got a bit of drip. He's changed up his fashion just a little bit, some cheap fashion choices. His weapons are still plus 50. We plan on plus 60 eventually, and his armor is still what it currently is. We will probably replace augments. We probably won't replace the armor, though this is only 3%. If we're replacing this gear, we're replacing it with the Eclairo armor, so maybe I will opt to do that at some point soon. Maybe we'll keep this set, because honestly, trying to augment mastery is just painful. So I got to do some calculation to see if it's going to be worth it. Like I said, weapon-wise, we need to do new falls on free-to-play, but getting through it on my main character and then getting over to free-to-play in time to run both is going to be really difficult. So we likely won't be seeing any drastic updates or upgrades for free-to-play, at least for the next week or two. Probably not until the limited quests come out. But as far as updates go, this is going to be the longest clip in these, but I'm basically going to be doing clips of what I'm doing on free-to-play. So expect to see videos maybe once a week, maybe twice if there's a lot going on that week that I can do on free to play that, my main character's already taken care of. But yeah, so to start things off, free to play is going to be doing some add-on skill rolling. I know you guys absolutely love add-on skill rolling, but we're going to be working on that here. So in case you're curious of how add-on skill rolling works, you're just rolling add-on skill once, see how good you get. We did not get an upgrade to our weapon potency, but we did get an upgrade to HP, which is super dope. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep that. And honestly, we'll probably stop rolling here. This is real, what we have right here is actually really good. We got what we wanted on these. And yeah, we'll just continue that process. Of course, we would hit crit potency 16 and then also have jump power. For those who don't know, jump power is a complete throw when it comes to bouncer. You actually do not want jump power at all. And I think I just accidentally registered jump power. Yeah, I think that just happened. Gotta love it. So now we want to roll away from jump power, and it's going to take a while. Our goal, at least on fighter, is to roll HP and freeze resist. Well, you guys are going to call me spooned on free to play, but free to play just rolled level 20 fighter skill, meaning we have max crit potency. We also got freeze resistance on this one. We're still looking for an HP and freeze resist, but honestly, if we stopped rolling here, we would be perfectly fine with what we got. And I literally ended the last recording. This was the next roll right afterwards. 16 freeze resist and 12 HP. Yeah, I guess we'll take that and move on to the next one. And that is our ranger roll. We got our shock resistance and photon blast potency. That's what we're really looking for this, but we do want more photon blast potency. So photon blast potency. So we'll see if we get a better one, hopefully soon. I think we'll take that. That is shock resistance 5 and photon blast potency 17. Photon blast potency? I can't even speak. Photon blast potency being one of the most important ones here. We just also want shock resistance, and ranged weapon potency up is not really that important for us on free to play since we're not really using that. As you can see, what we had previously was 4, 1, 14. We'll go ahead and take that, and we'll be moving on to Gunner. And it didn't even register, but looks like we got our, again, I don't know what's going on with me speaking today when it comes to recording, but I just can't talk. But it looks like we did get our offensive PP gauge accumulation up, as well as offensive PP recovery up at 11. So that's pretty solid, and blind resistance. So that was our goal for Gunner, was to get blind resistance and offensive PP recovery up. We're gonna go ahead and take that and move on to our next skill. Again, we're free to play. We don't want to burn too much of our money. We've already burned through about 200K rolling these as we're going down, and we're mostly looking for a decent roll in our main effect. We definitely want a decent roll here for force, so we're basically looking for a decent roll in our main effect, and then our 2 sub effects we want at somewhat usefulness. We do want some, I guess in this case we're going to want panic resistance, and we're going to want natural PP recovery up. I don't believe there's anywhere else we can get panic resistance that matters. I believe Waker's the other spot. No, Waker's shock. Bouncer's freeze. Braver is burn. Vector is poison. Yeah, Force has our panic resistance. I don't think panic resistance is anywhere else, so Force is where we get your panic resistance from, so we'll take panic resistance and natural PP recovery up. And let's see how far we get in 19 rolls. So far, not starting off bad. We got roll level 9. What we have before that? Oh, level 13 of panic resistance. That wasn't bad, so. But we do want our main effect to be as high as possible, since that will affect our jet boots damage. And looks like I completely missed it since I'm new to recording this way, but we did end much less spooned with Force, where we only got up to level 13 on our main effect, and we got natural PP recovery up. Since it was the more important of the two, we just took whichever had natural PP recovery up every single time. The idea is that you really want to have two sub-effects, one that you value slightly higher than the other one. If you can get both of them together, that's usually a good thing, but one of them is usually going to be like really important, is like you really want its effect, where the other one is going to be just nice to have along with it. In this case, panic resistance doesn't stop you fully from attacking, so it's nice to have. However, I can still deal with it overall. The natural PP recovery up is really, really nice to go ahead and gain extra PP over time, stacking on top of everything else. We have a natural PP recovery up. Granted, it's only 1.5%, but I mean, I want that more than I want like a percent or two off of panic resistance. So we're just going to go ahead and go back to rolling. Next, we're on Tector, and for Tector, looks like we're going to probably want, I imagine, damage resistance and HP up. So this is our defensive roll. So we'll see how that goes. And our first roll so far, not starting great, but let's keep on rolling and see how well we do. Well, I'm only, I want to say, less than 5 rolls in, and I feel like this is spooned pretty hard. I got poison resistance, but we did get damage resistance up 7, so that is really nice. And it jumped us up to natural PB generation up to 17. So let's hope that we can get a good HP and a good damage res roll, which we haven't, and we care more about the damage res, so we're going to take that and keep on rolling. And I believe that was our last roll, and that is HP and PP. Not what I wanted to see. We do have damage resistance up level 8, so we'll go ahead and keep that. And I was completely wrong. We still have 8 more rolls to go, so I'll see you guys when those rolls are done. So I want to throw this clip in the video as well. This is kind of difficult to decide on. So we're looking at 13 damage resistance is what we currently have. And then we have the choice to get HP and damage resistance, but the damage resistance is super low. It is a 0.5 on damage resistance and 13 HP. Comparatively to 6.5 damage resistance, I honestly would rather have the 6.5 over the 13 HP. If this is a situation where we still had much lower HP, I'd consider that, but in this case, even though it is 2, we do value the damage resistance higher, so we are going to go ahead and hold on to that damage res. And that was our final roll. That final roll was 13 damage resistance. However, we already have that. In this case, we'll keep the poison resistance up over PP recovery upon joining a trial. It's not really that useful, so we'll go ahead and just throw that by the wayside. We did all right for Tector, much better than we did for Force. Let's move on to Braver. With Braver, we're going to be looking for Rest Assign Heal amount up, as well as, HP up, I think, will be the two we'll go for. Rest Assign Heal and HP up, and then, of course, we want main effect up as high as possible. So I'd be okay with getting spooned here, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so it's not a great Rest Assign Heal up amount, but we did get spooned 16 crit rate up, so that is pretty nice. That will put us at a very comfortable spot when it comes to crit rate. But we're going to keep on going and see if we can get spooned on our subs as well. Or maybe even higher on this crit, which looks like this was not one of those situations. Okay, so earlier I showed you guys an unfavorable trade where I really valued one skill specifically much higher than the other, and I went after that skill over the other one. In this case, it's kind of evened out, right? So we'd be losing some HP. Each level is basically 1 hit point. So we lose out on about 5 HP, but we gain the extra percentage in Rest Assign Heal up. In that situation, I'm going to go ahead and take that. I do like that. So we lose a couple of points in HP, but we do gain some more Rest Assign. And yeah, in case these next 5 rolls are absolute trash, we have something semi-decent to move forward with. And this is our last roll. We got burn and HP. So we've got the rest on heal 9 and HP 9. We did get spooned up to 16, so that's not too bad. We'll take that. Would much rather have had a higher one there, but I mean, we already got fighter, which was crit potency at level 20, which is insane. So let's not, you know, look a gift horse in the mouth, shall we? So I do want to roll bouncer, but as you can see, bouncer we can basically roll until we have what we really want. It's only level 10, so it's not fantastic. Dash and PP and glide PP recovery, you know, is really nice. What we're looking for though is encore jump and freeze resist. We need to have those fairly good. Actually, I think we don't even need freeze resist. What are we? Freeze resist might have came from fighter. Yeah, what we would pick in HP and freeze resist on fighter if I got the right skills. Let's take a look really fast. On Addon, fighter is freeze resist and HP. Yeah, so we don't even need to take freeze resist there. We can go after HP and encore jump. So we'll take that at the end. Let's go ahead and roll Waker. Waker, we want shock resistance. We want HP up. Stationary HP recovery doesn't really help us because we don't sit still ever. Let's say if you were playing Ranger, this might be useful there, but yeah. We did get spooned up to 16 on Waker already, so that's a good chunk of extra PP, but we'd like to see this as high as possible. So let's see if we can get lucky. And to start things off, actually not bad. To start things off, pretty solid. So yeah, we'll take that. That's the only one we've rolled so far. If we roll nothing else in the next 18 rolls, honestly, I feel like we did pretty good. Okay, so I wanted to get an example of this. So as you can see, I got a higher amount on my main effect. It is 18. It is lower than what I currently have. Now, I'm not going to take this. And the reason why is you don't actually have to take this to level up your add-on skill. Any subsequent add-on skills that I roll now, the main effect will always be 18. So because these sub effects suck so bad, I really don't want them. I would much rather have the HP and the shock resistance and actually have 18 PP up to get the extra 2 PP. Because it is 1 point of PP per level, right? So this is 2 more PP. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and choose to not register. And if I go back into Waker, you can see at the very top, it says generate level 18 or higher. Because I have rolled an 18 before, even though I did not keep it. So this is like a quick tip to you guys. If you're rolling add-on skills and you happen to see something like that where it gets like 1 more point, but it's just like the sub effects suck so bad, you really don't want them over the ones that you have if yours are really good. For example, there's some people that have like 18 on their main effects and then like 2 really good sub effects. I've seen people that had like 20s on 2 sub effects. They wanted to keep those sub effects instead of like, you know, getting rid of them. You can just, you know, toss that one on the side. You've got your level 20, you got your other upgrade, and you can just keep rolling for that god tier setup. So this is our last Waker cube, and then we're on to true hell. Yeah, let's see. We had 18, but we never really got anything better than this setup, this combination. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave that aside, and then we'll start rolling bouncer cubes. Now I'm not gonna roll all 191 of these. I have rolled a lot of my other ones. I think I rolled almost everything. Let's go ahead and roll fighter really quick. There's a couple left on fighter. Go ahead and see if we can get something good here. These 2 are really good, so it's gonna be tough to beat that. But let's just go ahead and yeet our fighter cubes really quickly here and see if we get anything good. And that is our last fighter cube. We got the trolley jump power up. Gotta love it. We are not keeping that, of course. We're keeping our freezes and HP up. Jump power up is only a troll. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but jump power is only a troll specifically for bouncer, not for like any other class. It's just us. But now I'm gonna roll bouncer cubes for a while. Not gonna roll them like consistently, all of them, because I don't want to burn all my money, but we'll roll quite a few. Yeah, I love this little interruption. So here I am rolling add-on skills, and then I see the announcement for the new UQ. So in case anyone's curious, this is the time frame when this is being recorded is the 2nd day the new Falls UQ is out, and it's been back-to-back falls, every single UQ, at least for when I've been online. And just based on like, you know, just by habit, we're like, okay, cool. So I'm on my alt. I had a really quick message a friend of mine that I usually run with. I was like, oh crap, I'll be on my main in just a moment. And they're like, hey, it's the old one. So it's old Falls. Everyone's been debated. So new Falls usually spawns over here. Old Falls is right here. Unfortunately, no one really cares about running Old Falls. I probably should run it just to get the free money, but it's like 10k for finishing. I never realized that you always get a reward of 20k at the end of these. I don't know why I never noticed that, but yeah, I guess it is back to rolling add-on skills again. So you know how you tell yourself that you'll roll until you get something, or you'll do something until a certain thing happens, and you'll be satisfied with, like, you know, kind of an in between. Well, as you can see, I'm down to 869k because I've been rolling consistently, and I have yet to get the combination I'm looking for. I told myself if I can see Encore Jump and HP over 10, I'm good. I'll take it. Right now I have Encore Jump 15, meaning I get, you know, a decent amount of potency, but I was like, you know what, I'll take Encore Jump and HP, and at this point I think I'm just gonna be happy with Encore Jump at 15 and call it there, honestly, because it's the more important of the two. Getting extra HP is nice, but it's mostly just like a safety net for some of the augment setups that I use and some of the weapon setups that I use. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and probably leave it there after this last roll. Let's just do one more, and yeah, didn't get lucky, so we'll leave that as is. Fortunately, add-on skills, some people think are the worst in the entire game, others think are fantastic. I love the skills themselves. They're a little bit of a band-aid of some things that we needed in game anyway, but I also do love their effects. So as long as you're not rolling them consistently, you don't really feel like you're absolutely losing all of your money. In this case, for add-on skills, we just dropped about $1 mil, so not really that bad. We started at 1.7 mil. We are currently at 854k. But that is a good stopping point for rolling these skills. And yeah, so like I mentioned, they're probably going to go ahead and call a video here. I'm trying to do more things in my videos. I know some people wanted to see kind of more of the process, not just update videos. So this one's just rolling out on skills, but expect to see, you know, updates where there's some kind of a mix of things. There'll be some farming mixed in, some bossing soon mixed in as well. Trial, or the new limited quest gonna be coming out, as well as triggers eventually, so we'll be taking care of those things. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Take care. Peace out.